hotel room. It's insane. It's beautiful. Can you see all my sunglasses? No, you cannot. So today I already had a couple of meetings in the morning. So I had a meeting with the designers that I'm working with right now just to review the progress of each project. We are currently working on a product where we're working on 2 different projects at the same time. And at the same time, another designer on my team is helping us do hi-fi. So we're moving the lo-fi workflows that are ready to hi-fi, and so that's another project. We're working on 3 different projects at the same time with the 2 designers that are helping on this project. After that, I had a sync with the stakeholders and my manager to talk about a few details that we had questions on. Mess, but I always travel. Mimi, oye Mimi, vamos. I always travel with my doggy and she's ready to go. Okay, let's go. So I just got back to the hotel and my boyfriend actually got me a little lunch. Look at this. I think this is like a fried chicken. So fried chicken hamburger and some elote, which is awesome. And then I'm just checking Slack messages. I'm gonna watch this movie, Family Matter. And then there's the Litsky. She's just chilling.
Discussing your future.
Was that before or after my mother's dress off?
This is my doggy's travel set. But I have her 2 plates for water and food. Right now, look at that, how beautiful this is. It's like you gotta live life. I'm gonna have this Carmenere. So Carmenere is actually the grape of Chile, of the region. They thought that it was extinct. It came from France. Anyways, I'm gonna have this bottle that we got somewhere. Anyways, this is the one that we're gonna drink right now. We don't have glasses in the hotel room, like wine glasses. So I'm just drinking it here. First of all, what time is it? 2 minutes. 2 minutes until my meeting starts. I have just started my meeting and I'm in waiting room. I'm waiting for my manager to join the meeting, but if you hear some noise, it's because they're actually doing like some maintenance on the floor downstairs, I believe, which honestly it's a little bit annoying, but that's what it is. I am in waiting room. I am in waiting room. I am in waiting room. Waiting room. Waiting room on Zoom. I am hello. Everything else is it's really gonna be on this page where you are creating the, okay, yeah, so same thing. If he joins, then you can have the conversation on product. And then second half of the meeting, I guess we can gain clarity on this as well. Or, okay. Yes, the user clicks on that again because they already did it before, and they keep solving, until they are done with that. That will be one option. I don't know if it's weird to jump from notification to drawer, but that's what we're thinking about. And then the other one, I have it as level 1, hovers on error, because when they hover on error, it's going to tell them what the error is, or how many connections are affected. And then, so this one's missing the hover, and then you click on it, and we have option on the context menu. Okay, see you there. So the reason why we want to use this one in particular, it's because in some levels, in some views, it's going to have like up to 2,000 pure notes. And in those ones, we're not planning to have the labeling, of course, but it's the only one that supports that shape of data, right? That's why we need this one. It's no other diagram supports that amount of shape of data in one view. So that's why we are, we need to use network flow diagram. So the first one's labeling. So that's finding number 1. We have a few others. Finding number 2, first couldn't tell that each line had multiple connections until we show badges indicating the numbers. So when you're looking at this, you're not only lost on what each thing is, which local node you're looking at, which pure nodes you're looking at, you also don't know how many connections are there. So when we show the badges, it was pretty clear what it was. So that's another finding. So I just finished a meeting right now. I just finished 2 meetings. I had my one-on-one with my manager, and then I had a meeting with the design system team. Basically, it's so interesting, the world of design systems, especially in a company as big as the company I work for, because we design a lot of different products for different users, right? So it's really hard to design like a component or a page template that supports all of the use cases. It's really, really challenging. But it's really hard to design. It's really hard when you want to design the right solution for your users and you don't have a page template, or you don't have the ideal component, you don't have the perfect or the right component for your use case, which is crazy because the design system that we have, it's amazing. It's a great design system. It has won many awards. It won another award this year. So it's so interesting how even a company as big as the company I work for, and even a design system that has won awards like constantly throughout the years, which is one of the best design systems in the world, right? It's so interesting how it can still lack. And that's fine, because like everything, it's never going to be perfect, right? There's always going to be room for improvement and whatnot. But it's just so interesting for the particular use case that I have in my product right now. We don't have the perfect component, and that's crazy to think about. So it's something that we've been struggling with a lot, and it's very stressful. Like, how can I design the perfect product, or the product that solves the needs of my users, if I don't have the tools to do it, right? It's very, very challenging and very stressful, but we are doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can with what we got, and it's definitely like, I guess it's one of the biggest challenges I have encountered as a designer. You just have to do the best with what you got and try to find a solution that works for your users with what you have, not only with the design system, but also like with the version of the component, right? Because the components have different versions as they go, and obviously your developers have to build it, but the developers use the design system, right? So the code of the component has to be available for the developers to be able to code it, like to be able to build this thing that I'm designing, right? So, and it has to be available on time so that when we launch the product, it can be used. So all of that you have to take into consideration while designing a product with a design system. It's, you know, it's just part of the process of the company I work for. A lot of places, a lot of products don't have a design system, so it's so interesting because even though like we do UX design, you know, we have different challenges according to the company and the size of the products or the size of the company that you're working for, right? It's just interesting. But yeah, that's the meeting I just had with the design system team. So yeah, if you're interested in that subject, please let me know. So, but yeah, now I'm gonna keep working. I think I'm gonna meet with my manager right now. And it looks very dark here, but it's 6 p.m. and it's already dark. By the way, I switched my shirt because it was getting a little bit hot here with the heater, but I'm gonna change back. I was also going to turn on the camera, but I got shy and I didn't turn it on. So stupid. Like, why do we do it? Like, if I start a meeting and I forget to turn on the camera, then I get shy to turn it on in the middle of the fucking meeting. It's like, can I be a grown-up and just turn it on, please? Why do I get shy? It's so stupid, dude. Why do I do that? I don't know. But anyways,